Yep. Oh, live, alive. However, I'll, yep, yep. Let's do it that way. Yep. Oh, Brenda. Hello. Whoa, hang on. Hang on. All right. Richard was saying, just don't touch anything, hence why my hands went up like that, because none of you could hear me. So I do apologize. Hello, how are we? Right. Okay. Don't forget to like and share and like as well, please. My name's Emily. I'm a spiritual medium, psychic artist. I'm going to start off tonight with using my perceptionary cards, which look very different. They're these colourful set of cards. So we're going to be using those first of all this evening, all right? And so there's 49 in the pack, and I will need a number from you if I pick you. So first of all, let's say some hellos to people who are out there. And let me know where you're from, Catlin. Where are you from, Catlin? I don't think you're from the UK. I'm going to just say that as well. So that's, I guess, in Canada. Ah, thank you, Sandy. How are you? Good. Oh, hello, Sarah. I'm good, thank you. Nice picture of an orchid. Hope you're well too, Sarah. Mome, evening. Evening. Now you're saying evening. Oh, okay. Hello from South Wales. Hello, Elizabeth Jones. I'm just shuffling the cards. Lacey, hello. Hope you're well. Hope all of you are well. It's been one of those days today. Hello, can hear but not speak. We've sorted it, Helen. We've sorted it. We've sorted it. We got your message earlier, hence why my hands went up. Don't touch anything. It's like, do any of you watch that fishing program with Mortimer and Whitehouse? I think it is, isn't it? And goes, don't reel, don't reel. It was a bit like that. It was, Patricia. It was, honestly. Hello. So I just held my hand up. So that's half of my name, EMI, Emmy, Emmy. I can spell it Emmy like that. Snowly Baker. You're a relative. Hello. Rainclad. Hello. Number 14. Fabulous. That's what I like to see. Maybrith. Now that, hi there. That sounds very Welsh, I'm afraid. Well, Julie. Hello, Julie. Right. Shall we get on with it? Otherwise, we'll soon find we're running out of Edinburgh, Scotland. Hello. Norway. Oh, okay. That's fair enough. That's totally not Wales. Delaware, USA. Hello, Lucy. Hello. Yes, as you can. Catlin's Manchester. Oh, okay. That's me thinking. Was that photograph taken in the UK? Must have been on a nice dry night for a change. Don't seem to have many of those for the last 12 months. So yes, right. Shall we crack on? Okay. So there's 49 in the pack. And can I go to number Richard, who does all the technical bits, and I don't know the lists, but he goes through his lists of who's on Facebook, who's on YouTube, and I'm going to. Okay, right. So for those who haven't seen, there's what it is that I will give a number to Richard, who's our technical guru, and he is all things technical, helps us get, well, he is the one who gets the show on the road. And he will look through his list and I'll say number 29, he'll go countdown, that's number 29, and that's how I pick you. If you get picked, I need a number from 1 to 49, because there's 49 cards in the pack. Actually, 49 keeps on cropping up for me. 49 in the pack. And we'll pick that card, that number that you've chosen. I do shuffle in between, by the way, and we'll have a look at it if that's it. So that's how it works, everyone. All right. Hello, Ruth. So, Rich, can I go to number 52, please? 52. And please do have your fingers on your keyboards because I know there is a bit of a delay, but the quicker we respond. Trudy, hello, Trudy. Okay, Trudy, just need a number from you, please. 8. Right, lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right. Okay. Okay. We'll ask Richard which way round he thinks it goes. Is it that way round? Go that way round, but yeah. Clockwise. That way? That way. Just bear with me. Oh, okay. Oh, I've done it again. I've touched things and I've done it. I've done a Bob Mortimer thingy-majiggy, haven't I? He's going, don't touch it. That. It's just don't touch. Don't. Richard, I can tell that you're sitting there with your hands in your head going, no! It's not what I said. I hear you. I hear you from all the way over here, nowhere near. Trudy, hello, Trudy. Right, okay. Do you know what? I like looking at the screen, actually. Lovely colours. So for me, the green is actually more to do about your, I do want to say well-being, actually. I really do want to say well-being. And not necessarily, and it's about your growth, it's about your wisdom. So all of that is coming into play. That's your center of view, Trudy. The red part for me is about the energy and the vitality. And when I'm looking at the card, which is at a same sort of angle as you, actually, what I'm getting to see here, it looks like a griffin. Now, a griffin is sort of like it's a mystical bird, if you like, or creature, it has got feathers on it, it's got a beak, but it also sort of looks like a parrot, but doesn't, looks like a phoenix, but isn't. So it's kind of one of those kind of creatures, but it's all to do with fire and energy. And also that kind of like a cheeky temperament. I always see griffins as being kind of like cheeky temperamental birds, almost like a parrot, hence why I say parrot. But here I want to say let sleeping dogs lie. I have to keep on saying that because I keep on seeing, to me around here looks like a sleeping dog. When I've looked at on the screen, this part here looks like a sleeping dog. So I just want to keep on saying with that, it's to do not necessarily with yourself, but perhaps with friends, with new, and dogs for me are about new friendships and companionships and things like that. So it's about, I just want to say, let sleeping dogs lie. Hopefully this is making sense, Trudy. I've also got the blue coming in here, just that little bit of blue. For me, that's about communication and emotions. Emotions, we express our emotions, communicate it verbally and non-verbally. Non-verbal communication is just as important. And while we've got the purple parts around outside, it's about the spirituality coming in. So I know about your spirituality. It's about, it is there. At times, I don't think you know that it's there, but it is there as well. But you're needing this fiery energy at the moment to kind of get yourself going. And it's not about warmth, it's about maintaining, sustaining, and keeping going as well. It's having that inner strength and thinking, I can do this. And yes, you can as well. Hopefully that makes sense, Trudy. Is that making sense? Okay. 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 Just bear with me because I'm kind of seeing there is a face coming through, which is in this section here. And I'm getting to see it, and it's almost upside down here. So this would be the top of the head. This is where the chin is. I'm getting to see an ear and two eyes. So, but for me, it feels like it's more male energy based rather than female energy based. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but one that is kind of very much intertwined with your life, with you as well, spiritually, as well as everything that you tend to be about yourself. So it's very much there around in you and in your psyche as well. I do want to talk about the psyche. Now, I have to say, Trudy, I got a feeling that you're seeing things in the card as well, because this card keeps on changing. Each time I look away from it and I look back to it, I get to see different bits in it, different things in it as well. I'm also just trying to see if I can see what else I can see. There is something around here. It's this section that's now enthralling me. With that, just to point out, it's this section up here. And for me, I'd like to say I can see something, and I just can't. Oh, I can. Okay, now I get it. Yes, I can see a dog, but it's almost like I can't quite get a grip of things. Does that make sense, Trudy? You can't quite get a handle on it. You think you know what it is, but it's not what you think it is, and it turns out to be something slightly different, but it's still okay how it's turned out to be. Have you followed that one? Does that make sense to you, Trudy? Okay, lovely. Because things keep on changing, and actually, now I've looked away and looked back at it and went, yeah, of course, it's the dog's head. Of course, dogs seem to be surrounding you at the moment. I see a dragon with fire. Excellent. Okay, but again, it's that strength. It's that. Are you? Is it? You're needing to expel. Go on. Go on. Needing to expel. I was going to say you're needing to say something, but I've got it as expel. So it's almost as though you're needing to get whatever it is off your chest as well. Things that you've lain dormant with for a while. Yes, looks like a wolf. Yes, totally. And it is about, you feel, I know that you probably are really, really independent. I'm seeing dogs, you're seeing wolves, same sort of area, but it is very much a case of being very independent and wanting to remain independent, although some people are wanting to come in and actually say other things and do things for you. And it's just like, hang on a minute, I've got mind of my own. And that's where your wisdom is coming in of how, and the blueness of how to communicate that to others as well. So just keep on track, Trudy. You've got to be true at the end of the day, Trudy. You've got to be true to yourself. You can listen to their advice, you can listen to their points of view. And I'm not saying that they're wrong. I'm not saying that they're right either. I think you've got to decipher that for yourself, and you've got to decide what's right for you at this moment in time. Okay. So hopefully that makes sense, Trudy. It's a good card, lots of energy there, definitely. It's kind of, you know, if you were organizing something, you would keep on organizing, keep on going and sort everybody else into shape and whip them all into shape and then still be doing a job behind the job of doing all of that as well. So I know you've got loads and loads of energies, but all I would say is don't forget this middle section of looking after yourself as well. Because without you, none of the extras, nothing would happen around you without you looking after yourself as well. Okay. So after yourself. All right. Lovely. Fabulous. Going to move on if that's okay, Trudy. Thank you very much for working with me. Rich, can we go to number 155, please? Okay. Rain Cloud. Hello, Rain Cloud. Hello, Rain Cloud. I think you gave me a number earlier on. Was that number 14? I think it was. Ah, see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. And Richard was saying, oh, I doubt it. You've got that many. I don't think you've got that many listening to you, 150. And we have, bless you. Don't forget to like and share and like. Right, Rain Cloud, fingers on keyboard, please. Let's have a look, see what we got. Ooh, excellent. Now, do you want me to take the card? Take the, no, it's all wonky. Okay. Are we keeping it that way? Yes, we're keeping it this way. I think I'm testing Richard tonight. Sorry, Richard. I apologize, Richard. I'm testing him. Don't mean to. Right, Rain Cloud, how are we doing? Let's have a look. Oh my gosh, how much more information would you like to take on? How much more info would you like to take on? Because it's kind of as though you're going through a learning spurt and no, you know, you're kind of aiming. Now, what I'm getting to see here next to me and what I get to see on the screen are two very different images. It's the most bizarrest thing. I love the cards for doing this to me. I do love it. It does fry my brain a little bit, but we'll go with it. But I do see this as this is where you are at in the middle again, with the green. Green is obviously poignant for everyone, and I know it's spring green and everything, but this is you absorbing information. There is a bit of blue here, which is you communicating the information that you're getting. But it's this area that I feel like you're wanting to get to now. I have to say, this is where it all changes from what is on the screen to what is on the card. So on the screen here, it looks like a person. All right. So you know when you're a kid and you draw a person, their head's always bigger than the body. That's how I'd love to be in reality. Head bigger than body. Be great, thank you. But it is very much like that. And I can vaguely see that when I'm looking at the card. It's much more defined when I look at it on the screen. And here seems to be kind of like a little bird. In fact, on the screen, it looks like a bird. Here, I'm not too sure what it is. Okay, so again, the image does look very different on screen to what it does. In fact, there looks like a parrot. When I'm looking at it, it just here looks like a parrot. One who talks back. And parrots are really good at mimicking. So what I would say is just have a look out for the mimics around you, okay? The copiers, not quite speaking their truth. They're copying everybody else, not really speaking their own, I want to say squawking their own squawk, if you like, but they're squawking somebody else's squawk. Parrots are great for that. You can see them on YouTube and Facebook and all the rest of it. You know, suddenly them singing songs or saying hello and all the rest of it. It's not them. They're mimicking. They're good mimickers. I'm glad all is good. Good. But here for me, this upper part is all about learning. So this is why I'm saying, how much learning would you like? Because it's kind of like you're getting, okay, I'm going to say a complete download of new stuff, and it's a way of handling it. This here, I'm still going to stick with it as being a person who is strong for you, who will keep you on the straight and narrow, who will make sure that you are learning what you're needing to learn, that you're not dipping into this bottom part, because actually you're wanting to either stay level, which actually would be very good for you, because instead of going upwards, and I know that sounds wrong, but in staying where you are, you then get a really good understanding of what it is that you've learned. If you're continually going up and up and up, how do you ever get to pause to be able to reflect back on all that you have learned? So to apply the knowledge that you've already learned to what you are going to learn. It's that, okay? So that is what this is here for, okay? It is about just saying, hang on a minute, don't want you to dip down. That bit there, that energy will come up. That groundedness, that is your foundation, and you've always got it. It doesn't mean you have to keep on going back to your foundation, because you already know it. It's already part of you. But you being able to move onwards is a case of, let's not go so fast so that you're not able to process all of that information. Yes, my neighbors are like to squawk and go on and on. I just be myself. Excellent, fabulous. Yes, it's that squawking which is making no sense as well. With regards to the top part, I guess you're also finding sustaining the energy of being true to yourself, of carrying on, of having those downloads, sometimes overwhelming and thinking, I haven't got it. But for me, again, I still want to say, if this is not you, it's somebody around you who has got that ability to draw up. And for me, this is more not a vibrant red, although it's coming out on the screen as being more red. It's more like a foxy, russety red. Okay. And I'm not, there's an element of a fox there, I suppose. And a fox can be seen as cunning and wily. It's not that. If you are cunning, it means that you have a full understanding of the situation around you. Because if you have a full understanding of the situation around you, you are then able to maneuver in a way that others are not able to maneuver. Does that make sense, Ring Cloud? I know that sounds really, for me, it sounds complicated, but I've got a feeling that makes sense. Yeah, moving and learning. Yes, get that. But it is about, and I know you're wanting to keep on moving and learning, absolutely great. But there comes a point when you will need to sit down and process all that you have learned and consolidate it all, and then being able to use it as well. So this is where the cunning of the fox comes in, because it is about the fox is able to understand all of their surroundings, to be able to assess it all. And whereas everybody will say, oh, well, that's a bit cunning. Well, the fox has actually said, actually, I've been all the way around. I've already assessed this, this, and this. And if I do this and then go there, then it's not cunning, actually, it's just sensible. Do you see what I mean? So it is about using all of that you have learned to be able to process and to learn and to move forward as well. Okay. Okay. When I'm looking at the card here for this top part as well of the card with this person here and the head part, it is looking like they're wearing one of those Grecian helmets from days of, and when I say ancient Greek helmets, can I just say that? Almost like a pre-Raphaelite Romanesque kind of thing. So it's metal, comes with a kind of slight Mohican kind of going on with it. That is about protection. So you are able to, if you are feeling like you're being too heady, it's about bringing it back down, making sense of it, bring it back down, don't always be lofty in the head, bring it back down into the body as well, bring it down into the earth down here as well. All right. Oh, just before I go, I've got a lady here, circa 1920s, 30s, and she would have been, obviously probably your great grandmother, or great aunt, something of that ilk. She's wearing this long black coat. She would have had a high a skirt which is long almost down to the ankles, but it's more the coat that I'm seeing. And yes, she's got one of those little caps. They would have been like a felt cap that they would have worn, and it would have sat on the head, and they would have decorated it with a brooch and feathers and stuff, or just a feather and a brooch to sparkle it up, or it would have just been plain, but it's black. She would have worn glasses. She's got a fur collar which is white compared to her dark coat, and it comes almost all the way down to the pockets. It's quite a stylish coat, but for me, it's giving me that 1930s feel, late 20s, 30s feel. And she's got her coat open, and she would have had quite a frilly blouse, and it would have been polka dotty. Does that make sense to you, Raincloud? Have you got a relative along that lines? Just going to read your comments. Sorry, I just suddenly saw that. Yes, it all makes sense. I'm trying to rise above it and be a good person. Life goes on, and mine's just getting better. Fab. It is going to get better. Absolutely. This lady, though, I just feel as though she's independent. She's just here, actually. She's just there. It's just an outline of it. And here I'm also getting to see, I can't see the head though. I'm getting to see a skirt. I'm getting to see little shoes. There's another lady here that I'm getting to see. And I know that the ladies in your family are really quite independent as well, whatever they applied themselves to. But I think there's an artistic streak running through your family as well. The lady that I'm seeing here, I will say that she was probably on the stage in the 1800s, just by the costume that she's wearing, or at least what I can see of the costume as well. This looks like a chicken. Just had to say that the brown bit looks like a chicken. Good, sustainable. Look out for your immunity. Yeah. Oh, interesting. Look after your immune system. Okay. With that one, because I've got chicken. I associate chicken with Jewish chicken soup. And chicken soup tends to be one of those go-to things that a lot of Jewish people, not every Jewish person, hasten to add, because some of it share and blah, blah, blah. But I was always told, yes, they will have that, and it cures everything. All right, so it just absolutely cures everything. So that's what I'm getting to see there. Chickens can fly. They do run around the place, but they're actually a really kind of a good grounding force, actually. Really good, quite independent as well. All right, hopefully that makes sense for you, Raincloud. The ladies that I'm getting to see is just bringing in that independency as well. Sounds like your great grandma. Okay. But she's obviously around because she suddenly popped up in the card as well. All right. So that's what I've just suddenly got to see there. Okay, lovely. Thank you, Richard. How long have I got a reading for time for another reading? Let's, because I don't want to miss our adverts. So that there we go. There we go. I'm back. I'm back again. Right, Richard, please can I have number 99? You're more than welcome, Raincloud. You're more than welcome. Tar very much, Emily. See, I've eventually understood. Catlin Thomas. Hello, Catlin Thomas. Hello. Catlin, can I have a number between 1 and 49, please? Number 9. Lovely. Thank you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, that's one side. And I did pull out this card. This card jumped out, so I'm going to include that. So we've got that card. And I don't know if we can show that card. Okay, Richard, I'm just going to pull that one to one side and just say that card fell out that way. I also want to include that card. Can't see it like one card. Okay, so I'm going to do one and so I'm going to put that one. There we go. Is that okay? Lovely. Right. I'm not touching it, leaving it. Are we having it this way round? Okay, fabulous. All right. So, Catelyn, hello. How are you? Manchester, you said. Right. Okay. In fact, I like the cards how I've got them set out. Actually, I do like them. And I've just got to not see the other card and just concentrate on this card at the moment. Okay. This one I feel is about flourishing. I've got that word. I want to say flourishing. Everything is flourishing. In fact, when I look at the screen, I can almost see a heart coming in there, which is great for me. This color is all about the value. Your heart is your value. All right. Not necessarily wearing your heart on your sleeve, but it is about, it's one of your core values about having it. Other people, and you know, people will see this and they've often said to me, oh, Emily, it looks like a flower. It looks like this, it looks like that. But when I look at this, for me, it's about flourishing, everything all coming together in a really beautiful way. And in fact, when I see it on the screen, oh gosh, it does. I can see it now. To me, it looks like a bunch of tulips. Totally looks like a bunch of look, there's a head there, there's a head there, and there's a head of a tulip, all nicely open. Their stems coming down here and then into the ground itself. So it's all about that flourishing and allowing it all to flower and allowing you to bloom as well. So that's a lovely, lovely card, and it's not to be forgotten. And I think this is where your state of bliss. Okay, people talk about bliss. I rarely talk about bliss, but this is about your bliss. It's about having that communication coming through. You know who you are. You're happy with who you are, and about having I always have a card jump out when I have a reading. But there, here we go. But it's also, I mean, we've got purple in there about communication spiritually. So spirituality, if I talk about spirituality for those who haven't seen me before, I mean the spirituality, not necessarily about religion. I mean the spirituality of who you are, your own spirit. Okay, so it's about that as well. And all of this comes into play, your strength as well. You're quite a grounded person because I'm seeing all of this coming into the ground. In being independent, strong as well in that. Just bear in mind that this here also looks like a blade. So, you know, you can see it as a blade of grass. Well, blades of grass actually are quite strong enough to give you a good cut. All right, you know, they can cut into your finger deep enough for it to hurt. And it's just like a blade of paper, I suppose, like a paper cut. But they're, you know, you sometimes forget that plants can also cut in. So, but I'm seeing that as a blade. Now that's also showing about strength because it looks like steel, it looks like metal, but it can also have the softness part to it. All right, it can bend. Not necessarily, you know, if you think of a blade, go back to a blade of grass, you've got to bend it quite a lot for it to break as well, almost double back on itself. So that's your strength. All right, that's your strength, your core, your muscle. That's, you know, that's telling me that you are a strong person in your own right. This is telling me that you do know your values and that your values are, you know, to the heart as well. And, you know, the green is about you know yourself quite happily. You are able to communicate that confidently as well. So I'm just going to jump over to the other card now. Just putting that one to one side. Perfect. This, when I looked at it, I went, oh, lovely. I love this card. And I do like it this way around as well. For me, this is all about going on your travels. So this is about you know who you are with the other card, okay, confident and stuff. But this is about you setting forth on your own journey. But in that journey, you're going to incorporate other people coming through. You are going to have the energy. There are going to be times when it's going to be a challenge for you, but that's also something that you're looking for, Caitlin, because without that challenge, how are you able to learn and to grow yourself? And also having those challenges there, you can then put yourself to the test. And I'm quite certain that you are happy to put yourself to the test, and it's that sense of accomplishment at the end of it. People again said to me, "Oh my gosh, that looks like volcanoes." You know, sometimes when you look at a card and someone suggests something to you, and then you can't unsee it when you've seen it. It's a little bit like that. But yes, I do get this kind of rugged state going on. I get here, down here is much more valley pasture land. Up here is more the mountains, and up here is the sky. I see this as being energetics along here. You almost not reaching your goal. If you did reach your goal, you'll move the goalpost so that you can move on a little bit further, because I think you're quite adventurous as well. But I'm almost seeing this as an old style, and I'm hoping that they still do them, but I don't think they do. The caravans with the camels going across the desert. And that one camel will be tethered to another, tethered to another, tethered to another. And especially for sandstorms, what you're wanting to do is take the front camel to the back camel, and then there you are. You've got all of your camels together. You don't want them loose. And that's what I'm seeing there. It's kind of like a caravan. And they were called caravans as well. These caravans going through the desert. And sometimes you're probably going, oh my God, this is hard work. It is. I'm not going to, for me, is it an easy plane? No, but that's why I'm saying that you do like a challenge. Don't think if you had it all nice and smooth, Kaplan, I think you'll be kind of going, gosh, this is a bit boring. Where's the challenge? What am I going to be doing next? So I think that, for me, that's why I'm seeing that. You also, is that having that adventure? I'm seeing elephants. I'm seeing bears and tigers. Oh my. But there's an elephant there at the back. There's a bear down here. There's a dog. I'm seeing camels. I'm seeing a horse rearing up. So I'm seeing a whole lot of wealth of animals that are strong in themselves in different capacities. And I think you're quite aware that you have different facets, different assets of your own about who you are as well to take you through this journey. That looks almost like another elephant down here, or a rhino. I prefer to go with elephant, actually. The more I look at it, it's more like elephant. So that I know, it's learning that and moving on with that as well. Does that make sense, Catalin? And all quiet. Okay. Catalin, hope. Okay, just one more thing before I leave you, Catalin, is that I can see a face here, eye, nose, and a mouth, and it's kind of as though a finger's going across the mouth, and you may be needing to see things but not commenting on them. All right, so it may be a case of just look to see what's going on and having an overall view of the situation and being able to see that overall view of the situation, but it may not be your place to state what should happen or what people should do as well. So it feels very much like that, actually, that I'm seeing again. And it's quite it is allowing you to see the fuller picture. I almost want to say, actually, it feels very tribalistic as well. Yes, it does. You've described me perfectly. Excellent. Because this, I'm kind of seeing a feather, which is, for me, seeing old Swaziland photographs of some tribes and things. It feels very similar to that. So it's very much, I will speak when I need to speak, but not before it is needed to be spoken. Okay. So it is almost kind of, yeah, I'll just sit on this and just see how it plays out. And if they do ask, I'll say. If they don't ask, I won't say, but I will note it for myself, but also assessing the situation as well. Okay. Lovely. I'm going to leave that one there for you, Catelyn. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for working with me. We're going to go over to a quick break while I get myself sorted out for doing some psychic art. So we're going to have a quick break. Please do note who's coming up. We have got tonight at 8 o'clock some more readings for you, obviously from some other people, but they will also a new person on there. Is that right, Richard? But it will be new presenter called Shaz. But that will also be in the adverts. So please do come back. We'll be back in about 2 minutes. Just while, and then gives you enough time to go to the toilet and come back again. All right, I'll see you shortly. Thank you.
Introducing the SPTV app, your digital spiritual guide, for an enlightening journey like no other. Immerse yourself in a world of audio and visual content crafted to inspire, educate, and entertain. Seek guidance with our card of the day, choosing up to 6 cards for personal insights. Enhance your daily life with our wellness section, featuring nutritious recipes, affirmations, and balanced living tips. Explore our spiritualism section for a deep understanding of the religion, its principles, and spiritual answers. Unravel the secrets of the clairs and broaden your spiritual horizon. Easily find local readers, therapists, centers, or churches with our comprehensive directory. Stay connected with live broadcasts, check our schedule, and get to know our insightful presenters. Delve into the meanings of angel numbers, crystals, and a comprehensive list of divination meanings. All of this and more, available for free on the SPTV app. Download now at sptv.uk/app and start your journey with your digital spiritual guide.
Help Spiritual Psychics TV grow our TikTok channel. Connect with us at SPTV UK. We're on a journey to reach our next milestone, and we need your help. Follow us today and support us going live. Imagine getting personalised readings, discovering your card of the day, and so much more. Don't miss out on the opportunity to explore new adventures with us. Follow, engage, and transform. Join our growing community at Spiritual Psychics TV with @SPTV UK on TikTok.
Tonight, join Ashley and Shaz from 8 p.m. for their show, Living Spiritually, where viewers can explore fascinating subjects with live readings.
Join Adrian and Jay tomorrow morning from 11 a.m. UK time for their show, Spiritual Insights. They'll answer your spiritual queries, conduct guided meditations, and provide oracle card readings to those who actively participate in the show. So, set your alarms and get ready to awaken your inner self.
Join Ashley Robinson tomorrow night from 8 p.m. Ashley offers his spiritual philosophy while answering your questions.
Is a psychic art picture. I can send these off to you. I do have to charge you for postage and packaging. That's about it. I know the cost of it as well, but yes, you can have the original picture as well. If you do want the original, please do contact me. I'll give you my PayPal details. You can pay by PayPal, and then by using PayPal, then I'll have your address and everything, and I can send them off to you. You see, so simple. Really, really is. Really, really is. Now, But I know that we've got some new people here tonight, because Richard was telling me. For those of you who haven't seen me working psychic heart-wise, the reason why I'm holding it this way is because I draw this way, number one. I don't turn the pad around and draw it like normal artists. I tend to have it this way around. Number two, the picture may not be the person who I'm communicating with. Please don't assume that I am drawing the communicator. Please don't assume that. I may be talking to your grandmother, but drawing your mother, for an example. I may be drawing your grandfather, but talking to, I don't know, your uncle. Something along those lines, all right? So it may, or even your best friend, it may not be the person who I don't know, because they don't show themselves to me. They just tell me when things are wrong, or I feel through the picture that something wasn't quite right with perhaps a facial feature, an ear, an eye, whatever. I am not a trained artist either, so it is up to them what they give me. I do try to practice. It doesn't really work out. As you can tell by me gurning, as well, because then I just end up to seeing what I get. Faces can change from a male to female as well, and vice versa. So sometimes you can get a split picture. This happened to me the other night. The top half, I said when I looked at it, I went, right, the top half is definitely female, but the bottom half, it belongs to somebody else. So it can happen that way around as well. This is your validation that spirit is around you. The message itself is as important as the picture, all right, if not more important. Okay, so this is just an extra. That's how I like to see it, as well. So it's just it's a different way of working. Right, so are we ready now? What I do require from you is your fingers on keyboards, because I try to do as many as I possibly can, and I know we're running out of time tonight. So let's get going. I just want to say, let's get rumble, let's get rumble, let's get ready to rumble. What's going through my head then? But he was out in the jungle, you see, so that's what it was. Burma. Oh, were you in Burma? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. Did you build a bridge? Partly. Okay. So someone's grandfather. Yeah. Past. Yep. Right. So I've got somebody's grandfather who was a prisoner of war during the Second World War, helped build part of that whole railway line of you know, the film of the bridge of the over the River Kwai. Well, that is a true story. I think it was very much not shown to its graphic detail as I can feel it right now. Oh, and he would have got hit by the bamboo sticks. Can I just say they hurt, really do hurt and sting, because I feel like I'm feeling as though I would have gotten beaten for not working hard enough. I can smell. I can smell the kind of, I want to say, the dankness, actually, the dankness of that heat, but with the undergrowth there. It's just it's a very, I can't, and I can smell metal, and I can smell sweat as well. It's a very peculiar odor. I can't, it's the best way to describe it, really. But this gentleman was there. And I feel as though he may have talked a little bit about it, but you would have known about it. This is a grandfather figure. He is very English. Can I just say he is very English. I don't know what level he was, if he was a corporal or sergeant, I don't know. But I've just got that coming through as grandfather, okay? So please, if this is making sense to anybody, she's here. So I know I'm talking to a lady. I want to come to a lady, please. Right. I've also, right, Linda, can I just point out to you, I'm talking to a gentleman who was out there. So does that mean that your ex father-in-law was from Burma as well. Okay, I have family from Burma, India. Great grandfather worked on the railroad. Okay, right. Okay, Tracy, that's lovely. Thank you. That's yeah, lovely. Can you understand your great grandfather then having issues to do with hearing, was deaf, and you would have always known him as being deaf, especially in one ear? Okay. Your grandpa was in the police in India. No, I don't. Okay, all I know is that I'm going to the Second World War. I'm talking about a gentleman when he was in the Second World War. He would have been wearing khaki. He would have been seen as a British soldier. He would have also he would have worked on the railway line out in Burma. He would have got beaten, and I feel one of the beatings would have perforated his eardrum, so he was deaf in one ear. Does that make sense, Tracy? I'm just going to continue drawing because he was just telling me about the deafness in one ear. Lopsided. We are, aren't we? We are lopsided tonight, aren't we? Yes. Okay. Oh, okay. Does that make sense, Tracy, please? So now you could take some of that other information. Sorry, I don't know about any deafness. Okay. There was another Tracy, or is that the same Tracy who was talking about my ex-mother-in-law from Burma? Same Tracy? Oh, that was Linda. Her family lived there. Father-in-law was Welsh. Don't know about any background of her family. Right, okay. It's about working, right, Nicola. Had a great grandparent, was in Burma and worked on the railways, but I never knew anything about him. Okay, right. No, he's just gone and said no, would have met her, would have met her. So this is somebody that you would have met. So Nicola, thank you very much. But not. Thank you. She's going, no. She's there. Okay, she's there. All right, she's there. I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you. Okay. Knew about hard work. He was actually quite disciplined. Disciplinarian actually is the word that he used. So it was he never he always, I know I've got to draw glasses on you. He was always one for doing the work. Okay. Okay. I can already take jungle hours. All right, okay. Right, okay. Mo, thank you very much for those details, but I need to, can I just say that I know that this grandparent, or great grandparent, you would have met, you would have known about the deafness as well. Now, the thing that I'm holding back is I know which ear it was as well, that he was deaf in. And Mo, it's not quite fitting in with what I'm getting, because I know that you're looking at a departed sibling visiting the bridge. However, it doesn't visiting it does not necessarily mean that they worked on it. Okay. First and Second World War. Okay. Angeline, can you understand about your granddad working out in Burma on the rail line? Does that make sense? Everything, all of it needs to fit in, ladies and gentlemen, please. I'm fine. Nature does, I know. Right. Okay. 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 But does everything else fit in, Angeline? Can I just check? Everything else that I've mentioned so far. Did he work out in Burma? It's quite specific. This whole Burma thing is very specific. Okay. Okay. Angeline, no, I'm not. No, he's too specific. I'm really, really sorry. I know that you're not sure. This is something that he would have talked about. He would have talked about it because he's telling me that he would have talked about it. He is saying that she knows. She knows. She has not yet come forward. So whoever you are out there, I get it that you're not sure about Burma. I get that. But he's saying that she hasn't, she's not, no, okay. She has not yet come forward. So I'm going to give this message out because he's kind of saying, no, she's not yet come forward. For whatever reason, someone out there is being quite hesitant for whatever reason. That's absolutely fine. Okay, he's just gone and said, you're thinking, right, it looks a bit like your dad. Okay, Angeline. Thinking that he's going to tell you off. Angeline, unless you met your grandfather, he would have talked about it as well. He would have talked about being out there. This is one of those experiences where for some men they didn't talk about it, but I've got a feeling from what he's telling me, he talked about it. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. Angeline, I saw your comment of, was it in his left ear? Actually, I've got it in the right ear, not in the left. I've got it in this ear, which is this ear, this side. Okay, this ear, not this one, this one. Okay, to answer that question, number one. So if any of you, it's all got to fit in, ladies and gentlemen. All of the information will fit in for somebody. He's also just gone and said, because he's aware of the time, and he was always aware of the time, always aware of the time, and kind of going, don't let time run away with you. And this isn't to me, this is all, she's got blonde hair. Okay, well, that cuts it out to half of the people on here probably. So this is a message for a lady. Would you like to give me any more information? No? Okay, she's got blonde hair. Okay. Okay. He's talking about can't let time run away with you, and you have got the strength to do what you're needing to do. You really, really have. And he said, don't worry, I'm also there. So I don't know, it's something that he is aware of what's going on in your situation. And he is also aware that you're needing that support. Defo not for me then. Yeah, I'm brunette. Okay, Angeline. Thank you. But he is definitely saying that this person is struggling at the moment, and he's calling out to her and just saying, you've got the strength to do it. You really, really have. And it's not about just dig in deep and get on with it. It's just take a breath and just take small chunks at it. You're overwhelming yourself. Small bits at a time, and just go steady. Just go steady, he keeps on saying as well. All right. So I'm going to leave it there, and hopefully if one of you isn't too sure and kind of going, well, do remember I may not be drawing the communicator. I've got 1941 and 1942. And I've got 2025 to give to you as well, which is next year. So next year is quite a prominent date for whatever reason as well. Okay. But this gentleman, he did wear glasses. He died quite a while ago. It's not a recent passing. He's just given me those two dates. Okay. So I hope that someone is able to connect to him as well, but it's quite specific information that he's given. Bev, I'm glad that you've got blonde hair. Fabulous. Looks like my English pop in World War One, right? You understand about Burma? Does everything else make sense, Bev? All of it's got to make sense, Bev. Okay. Anyway, right. Lovely. I'm going to crack. Have I got time for another one? Fabulous. I'm going to carry on. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. Right. Okay. Changing, moving on. We're moving on. Okay. Right. I've got this lady, and she was saying, not all of us are from the valleys, you know. Some of us have moved on. That's a really bad Welsh accent there. I've just done. So sorry to everybody in Wales. I tried. It's kind of half slipped out, and I tried to retain it, and it was just bad. Sorry. Anyway. Yeah, I know. You'll call me. Don't let me call you. I get it. I get it. Anyway, she's just telling me that not everybody stayed in Wales, okay? And that people did emigrate. And I said, oh, where did they get moved to? She said, New South Wales. And I went, New South Wales, Australia. And she went, yes, Sydney and Perth. So there are relatives over here in Wales, but also over in Australia as well. And I've got a feeling that they did sort of stay in touch for a short while, but not necessarily all the way through. So there is a kind of a communication. It can be picked up again. But yeah, at the moment it's not. So, okay, what are we doing with it? I don't know. You tell me. I have no idea. Okay, looks slightly curly on that side. What would you say? Well, it is. Okay, all right, fine. Okay. Okay. Would it be more curly in the? Oh yes, thank you. Oh, okay. She would have from a Welshie. Did you? Yeah. I'm glad you found my accent very amusing. I'm just absolutely fine. You can all laugh at me as much as you like. She's got one of those hair that, yes, she did have it set, but at the same time, when it was kind of humid weather, it would just frizz even more. And she would go, oh God, I can't deal with it. So yeah, she's just talking to me about dank days with just a nightmare for her. Bless her. As well. Okay, right. So how are we doing? Sorry, I'm just turning the picture around slightly. That's a little bit, okay, sorry. Yeah, she likes cooking Welsh cakes, by the way. Really helpful. Can we have a little bit? Does any of that make sense to anybody, by the way? I'm just going to continue. I'll look up from time to time, and I know I haven't. Charlie, I can take Wales and family in Australia. Fabulous, Charlie. I had a cat called Charlie. I'm gonna have to sing it. Charlie, the Wonder Cat. He was quite wondrous, bless him. And then I had a plumber called Charlie, and I used to call him Charlie, the Wonder Plumber. He really did not appreciate that. And then I got a butcher called Charlie, and I called Charlie, the Wonder Butcher. He doesn't appreciate that either. I don't know what's wrong with my singing, honestly. Anyway, oh, she's got a fine sense of humour. She's got a good sense of humour because she's chortling along with me, which is good. As well. We've got a bit of an issue to do with eyes, yes. Not that good, no. Okay, but I did love my singing. She loved her singing. She loved her singing. Charlie, how are you doing? Okay. Little Heart Matters Awareness Week. Oh, lovely. Okay. Okay. So, right, okay. This is the Welsh side, can I just say? Not the why wouldn't it? Oh, I agree. Absolutely. She wouldn't have liked to go out there because it was too hot. So this lady was quite happy to stay over here. She thinks it would have just been too hot for her. So she's not one who does hot climates very well and wouldn't have done. She's on sideways on the family, by the way, Charlie. So this is kind of, I want to say kind of more like great aunt kind of situation. Did you have breakfast? Oh, I did. So, oh. And she liked the family here. She liked her situation. Okay, all right, I'll tell her. She didn't come from the valleys. My partner had a family here in Wales, and as the Australia to go, his nan always made Welsh cakes, and he always thought he would find the receipt, but never did. Oh, you do mean recipe, not receipt, don't you? I'm going to take it, Amanda. You mean recipe, not receipt. Because I got a feeling this lady's just going, oh, how dare you think I would ever buy my Welsh cakes? It's like, okay, you can't beat a hot Welsh cake. Can I just say that to anybody who's never had a Welsh cake? It is, how can I describe it? It's like a scone that's been flattened, heated up via lard, and then you put butter onto it. They are lovely, and then covered in sugar. They are very nice. Can I just say, Welsh proper Welsh cakes are scrummy. And have I got the royal seal of approval? Interesting, yeah. But she's quite traditional. She liked living where she was. She was near to the valleys, but not in the mint recipe. That's all right. We gathered that, Amanda. It's all right. We gathered that. Okay, right. So, but yeah, so the family would keep up those bridges of connection between Wales and Australia. She's also she's wanting to say Borodar. Okay, Borodar. Hope I've got that one right. And hello. I haven't got her speaking too much Welsh, but I know she would have spoken Welsh. She's not speaking too much Welsh to me because she knows that it would just fall on deaf ears, because there's no way I would be able to repeat it in the proper way at all. She's just kind of going, no, wouldn't it be a waste as well. Okay. Now, Amanda and the other lady as well. Does singing will also be important to you? Singing would also be important, because I know that she's definitely a singer, and the Australian lot are singers. Even if they're not standing up on stage singing, they are singing. Even if they're not in a choir, they are singing. They are humming, they are singing all the time. I wonder if the Seven Dwarfs were based on that, really, because they're always singing, aren't they? I'm not saying that Welsh people are short, by the way. I'm just saying that. I'm just thinking film, that kind of a situation. Right. Anyway, because I've got a feeling that she would obviously chapel. Okay, go to chapel and sing. As well. Presbyterian. Oh, yeah, Presbyterian. Okay, Presbyterian church. Singing. Okay. Singing. Okay. She had her own house. She had, I've got her being on her own, but I feel again it's that independency. And yes, her husband passed separately to her, obviously not at the same time, but there were years between them before one passed and then the other one passed. I've got a feeling you never met his grandmother. Okay. But can you, hopefully this is all that you would understand about the Welsh, the singing would make sense. It's kind of like it's almost in the genes, you have to do it. You just have to do it. It has to be done, has to be sung as well. She is an independent lady. Now she didn't really like to have help, but she understood that she needed to have help. But she really just didn't like it, and she would carry on as much. She had problems with her legs as well, but she would carry on as much as possible. She was often told to rest. She never did rest. Okay, so again, it would be a case of if you they should rest. Don't do as she did, do as she was meant to do. Thank you, Amanda. And it is kind of a case of okay, all right, I'll pass that on. Singing is actually really good for you because it allows the lungs to fill up with air. The air is actually very good for you, and breathing is very good for you. Helps ease pain. She had problems with her legs. They would swell up. So that's more like lymphedema. Okay. Water retention on the legs and things like that. So that's where it would all swell up. She needed to drink more fluid, and he needs to. Okay, Amanda, does that make sense? Needs to drink more fluid. More fluid is needs to be taken inwardly. Someone being bitten. Right, yes, her husband died a while before her. Yes, she had problems with legs. Excellent. Amanda, can you sort of understand about insect bites? Because whoever has got bitten recently, can you put some cream, ointment, whatever it is that you put onto them, oils, whatever, whatever it is that you put onto the insect bites. Can you? Someone's been bitten. I've got it on the forearms around here. Okay, on the forearms in that kind of section. So someone's been bitten and they keep on. It's looking quite sore actually. So can that one be sorted out? Okay, lovely. Are you not? No. Why? Don't want to. Okay, fine. She was also actually quite a good cook. She would cook other things like jams, chutneys. She would stews, lamb stew, obviously leg of lamb. She loved leg of lamb, obviously. She didn't really like leeks all that much, she's saying, but she could tolerate them. They were kind of a good substitute to a different onion, aren't they, really? Okay, say so. Now, she's also telling me that she did wear glasses, but she's not getting me to draw glasses. Hopefully that makes sense. So I don't know if they were just for reading, but she doesn't want me to draw glasses in for her. She said I did wear them, but they were kind of big and cumbersome, and she didn't really like them. She preferred to be blind rather than to see. But again, her singing was most important to her. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can. 21st. Okay, 9. Yeah. Today's the it's the 23rd today. It is the 23rd. Oh, okay. Hey, July. Yes, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it now. Yes. Yes. Okay, got July. I got July. Right. Okay. Sorry. Amanda, if you're still with me, I have got the 15th, the 23rd, the 9th, that's the 9th, by the way, 21st. They're all prominent dates for you. Now, I know today is the 23rd, but I've just got the feeling that the 23rd of a different month is actually important to you as well, because I wanted to, her glasses were left after she passed. Oh, okay. Lovely. Hence why she doesn't want to draw them. Now she's also given me July, August, and September. July is actually a really important month. Not June, July, July. And she was giving me August and September as well. All prominent months. Weddings, funerals, births, marriages, all of those. Weddings and marriages are the same thing. Okay. We'll just leave it there. But yes, so she's given me those dates as well. So hopefully those will make sense for you. If you're anything like me, I have to go and check in a diary and kind of go, what? But I'm not necessarily saying that the dates match the months either. Okay, so they're just, I try to write out the date and then I get given a whole bunch of different dates. Then I try writing out the months and I get given different months. So I write those down. So that's what I get given. That's what I pass on to you guys. Okay. So Amanda, hopefully that makes sense for you. Hopefully she looks familiar to you as well. And we'll leave it there. Thank you very much. And again, if you are, either one of you are wanting your pictures that I've drawn for you tonight, please do contact me either through Facebook, which is Emily Psychic Artist, or through my website at emilyjbaker.co.uk. And I'll be happy to send me a message. Let me know which picture it is as well. And I can pass that on to you. Lovely. I'm going to leave it there, ladies, because I know, and gentlemen, I know there's some gentlemen there. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really do appreciate it. Do appreciate all the likes, and I really do appreciate all the shares as well that you've been giving out as well. So please join me in a couple of weeks' time. I'll be back. Don't worry, I will be back, and we'll do some more psychic art drawings, and we'll do some more cards as well. Any questions? Please do feel free to contact me, and I'm happy to do so. But do not forget, tonight at 8 o'clock, we've got a new host for the show as well tonight. So look out for her. I am sure she's going to be absolutely brilliant. I'm afraid that I won't be able to watch it because I've got an important phone call coming through. So have a wonderful evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks' time. Have I missed anything, Richard? I'm just going to check with Guru Richard. No, that's it. That's everything. Lovely. So I shall see you all soon, guys. And thank you so much for joining me this evening. And I'll see you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.